Okay, maybe it's working now.
Maybe.
Hey! It is working now.
Oh, hello.
I can get the stick.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Hi, everybody. I don't know what's going on, but it was not working today. The computer wasn't working. The backup wasn't working. The backup to the backup was not working, but now it's working now, which is what we're on right now. Yo, dog, I heard you like backups, so I put a backup to your backup so you can back up while you back that thing up. Oh, my gosh.
So this is what it looks like, the papers, and then the green screen.
Yep. So the audio is probably terrible.
Yeah,
sorry.
Because it's Chris's phone.
Yep. And it is falling over.
There we go.
Okay, so.
Well, let me see if I can get it.
Hi, everybody. I've got the comments over here.
Oh, okay.
So I've just got, so here, the first comment that we have is Shauna saying, trying to read, respond, and type before sneezing. Right? Anyway, Julia's here. So is Synergy and Keto Life Granny says maybe it crashed. Yeah, it definitely
just a little.
It had some. Oh, and it says January 7th, 2022. Hold on a second.
Whoopsie.
Let me change that to
it's March
what's March
18th.
March 18th.
So we may be on a new live than the original one.
Yep.
Because.
Oh no! It looks like it actually did connect.
Okay. It's
maybe.
Just still not connecting to my phone. It's not connecting.
You may have to.
Looks like this. Which is fine. I can get in and get it out again.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so fun morning.
That's right.
Anyway, and you may have to just like shut it down and open it back up again. Yeah, we were, and I was trying to get everything together so we could announce the winners of the Irish Cream flash sale order forgiveness giveaway, and then all this happened. So we are going to be doing that later.
We'll do that later. We got to make sure we do that correctly.
Yep.
So that'd be good.
Let's see. Virginia says hi. LaShanta says salute, Keto Chow.
Oh.
Christy Davis is here. Matt says, way to go, Chris. Rihanna says, good morning, friends. Technical issues. Well, if there's not a technical problem going on, then you're not doing it right. Stacy says no sound. Are you still getting no sound? Oh, Virginia says I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. Oh, and it's working for you, too.
For me. See? I see me.
I see you! Except I have to remember the camera's on the other side.
Yes.
Let's see. Rhonda's here, says good morning, Bears and Chow
means
fan.
the microphone's over there, so I got to shout to it, right?
Yes. Unless I flip it. Hold on a
Then
second.
it'll be upside down.
Well, it might. Let's see.
What?
Hello. Yeah, it's not going to flip.
Okay,
it's
fine. Everybody just had a little trip.
Yep.
I'll just say loud things, which works out because we did scuba last night, and my ears are still full of water, so I have to talk loud enough to hear anyway.
Okay. Red One says, technology, I tell you. Morning from Lehigh, Utah. Getting unloaded at Lowe's, and then the Spanish Fork to load for California.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's
Keto
so
Chow is
close
manufactured in Spanish Fork, Utah. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Carrie says, hello, back. Let's see. Randy's here, so is Becca. Nan says, good morning. Danita says, teacher development day. It's so quiet here.
Yeah.
Rick Wentz says, good morning, folks. Super storms in Georgia today. Carrie says, I hate it. I had it going to my laptop, and it crashed now on the desktop. Hold on a second. I wonder if...
I'm having my minimal makeup day, can you tell? I actually was going to put makeup on, but then I ran out of day because of unforeseen circumstances. And that's okay.
Did that change the... Let's see if it stays doing it right, or if it switches it by doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still looks fine. Okay, can you hear us better now? Well, that says I don't see you on YouTube. I'm just going to scroll down. Okay. The way things are going this morning. Sheesh.
Yep.
Does it sound better now, or did it change
at all?
Anyway, Lashana says the sound is higher now.
Okay, I think it's because we got our microphones working.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, let's see. So, after that train wreck of a morning.
Yeah. My name is Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. Anyway, if you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements. They're amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. It also helps with a headache when you did scuba diving the night before.
And we're
and
dehydrated.
your sinuses are a bit pressurized and you're dehydrated. So anyway, yeah.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings.
Matt says, it can only get better from here, Chris.
I know, right?
At least I hope anyway. Alan says, yeah, I'm on my TV. It's very loud. Sounds great. Sonia says, now I've got YouTube going. Okay. Carrie says, can someone tell me why the manufacturer for aspirin that I get from my aunt has to put the gauze in the bottle? You mean like the cotton stuff?
Oh, yeah.
And when I tried to get out, it fell apart. I think they use that for packing so that they don't rattle against each other and break.
Yeah.
Oh, Annie says I watched Serious Keto's wing video this morning.
Nice.
Was that
you
last night?
That.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
You watched that
That's
last night.
It was pretty funny.
Because I overheard.
JJ says I finally caved and ordered red licorice. Having it for supper tonight. About to drink a key lime for the first time. I did order an Irish cream yesterday and a bottle of Daily Minerals.
Yay!
Lashana says, y'all both look like you're going back to bed after this live.
I
wish.
Go back to bed.
Well, and the problem is I think you might have said this. Whatchamacallit, the scuba diving classes are the last two that we've done are going from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Yeah, so we leave the scuba place at 10, and then we have to come home and shower, throw the stuff in the wash, do nighttime routine, all the things, and it's like, all of a sudden it's like 11:30.
Poor Max. He was dead asleep, and he woke up and did the nighttime stuff. Anyway.
I
So, let's see. Shauna says, good morning. Good morning, Chris and Miriam. He says, it's beautiful, 57 in Houston. And by the way, you're late. We actually weren't late. What happened was...
We were having problems the whole time we were supposed to be on time.
Yeah, I wonder actually if just restarting the computer might have fixed it.
I wondered that too.
But I did just boot up the computer right before the thing. And it's like it couldn't find. I would start the stream and it wouldn't actually send any data. And I was thinking that, oh, hey, maybe it has something to do with somebody's computer sending too much data. And the computer wasn't sending data for whatever reason. So I don't know what the problem was. I like how it shakes when I touch the table.
Yeah, gosh.
Let me move the mouse over here so I don't shake the table. And Keto Life Granny says I have his wing video queued up after this.
Nice.
Christy Davis is having the red licorice right now. It's extremely accurate, but I'm still undecided. Jerry's here. Let's see. J-Dog says, good morning, Heath and Shauna. Synergy says those scuba classes are long and late. Blaze says there are leprechauns in your system and they had too much Irish Bailey's cream. Now, so that's one thing you missed.
Okay.
We were joking around. I don't know if any of you saw the Instagram or the TikTok video about, it was actually Keston from our shipping team.
Yeah.
Dressing up in his leprechaun outfit.
Our leprechaun.
And Megan made a joke about a leprechaun on a shelf.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was either Christian or Lynette said, don't you mean a leprechaun on a ledge? Okay. Because we should print out little 3D models of Keston as a leprechaun and stick them throughout the place.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a good idea. We'll do that for next year.
Okay, Denise says red licorice has so much flavor. I drank a little bit over time for 3 days. What a treat. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackson is here. Let's see. Carrie says we don't have boats for the stream. And Blaine says I think Heath sabotaged the live. That's probably what it was.
Seems
Heath,
typical.
Stop sabotaging
what
the
live.
heck? Chris Jones says, howdy, Chris and Miriam. Scored my 20% discount and ordered me that Irish cream.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Carrie had peanut butter keto chow this morning.
That's
awesome.
I have chocolate peanut butter waiting for me in the fridge.
He says, what's up with YouTube showing the @ when you tag someone? So what the desktop client of YouTube does is if you type a hashtag or an @ and then start to type someone's name, I think those characters work. I haven't actually tried to see if an ampersand or a $sign and then someone's name will auto-complete it. Mm-hmm. I know that the app does and the hashtag does, or the pound symbol. But it always just shows whatever you type. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take that out. Lashana says, I had to order beef gelatin. Keto Chow making it a bit tough.
Sorry.
Let's see. Dennis says, welcome back, Carrie. There you go. B. Jackson says, hilarious. And Lev points out, Gingerbread Keto Chow is sold out, and we forgot to get some. Get any. We should have got some. We should have got some. I think we have 2 of them in the cupboard at home.
I think I'll put those in my room for safekeeping.
Yeah. So if you were holding out to buy gingerbread, it's now sold out, unfortunately.
It's gone. We did send out an email that was, misspelled. Was that in the email that was misspelling?
Hold on a second.
Okay, bye.
I'm just going to go like
okay, hi.
This.
It's crooked.
There. Now we're not quite so green.
Yeah. Less green.
Anyway, Joe says, what's up, family? Let's see. Blaine says, I saw that on Instagram. Let's see. Alan says, I really think you all should consider making black licorice in the 21 meal bulk bags. It's so different than all the other flavors. I think it would be a very good decision for you to have that flavor.
Cool.
Rhea says, I ordered the big bag and I haven't tried Irish cream yet. I hope I like it.
I hope so too.
Let's see. Alan says, why is the chocolate peanut butter in a different shaped package? It's not anymore.
Yeah, it used to be.
Now it looks like this. I can tell you why.
It used to have a difficult time going through the machine.
Yep.
Because the fat would kind of clump together and then it would all fall out.
Yep.
And then we would get some bags that had more and some bags that had less. But we got a manufacturer, our actual manufacturer got the machine and got it working correctly.
Yep.
So it just took, like 3 years.
That's right. Oh, Blaine says I ordered about $280 of Keto Chow after the deadline last night. Yeah. Let's see. Blaine wants us to bring back gingerbread. Not anytime soon. Even if we decided today, it would take months and months and months for us to get it. So, Betsy says I'm making salted caramel, SC scrambled egg pudding.
Yes.
Oh, and 3 Musketeers creamies today.
That's amazing.
Joe.
Yes.
My point last night of telling you to include the link for the flavoring that you were using for the lemon was just people, if they're watching the thing, they're like, oh, I want to use the exact same lemon flavoring. Yep. Not lemon flavor Keto Chow, but lemon flavoring that you used in your video. There wasn't a link to it anywhere.
Would you give him a break? He's had all kinds of dental surgery.
He has all kinds
He's
of
been
dental
on
surgeries.
drugs, probably. I mean, poor thing. Just give him a break.
It just reminds me of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What are you in for? Drugs? No. What are you in for? Drugs. Anyway, let's see. And we weren't able to make it to the Two Crazy Ketos live stream last night because we were doing the scuba diving. Leanne says, happy Friday. It is Friday. It's not only Friday. We are having a company potluck today.
Yes, we're having for Leprechaun Day.
What's it called? St. Patrick's Day.
Lunch.
I couldn't think of it.
I couldn't either.
We were planning on having it yesterday, but yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad we did it today. We have a lot more space on Fridays to do stuff, so it'll be fun.
Audrey says, I was talking about waiting to the last minute. I got the Irish cream yesterday 1 minute before the sale was over. I'd gotten busy and forgotten. I actually don't know what would have happened if you would have had it in your cart and checked out after, because it might have invalidated the coupon code. Because the coupon code worked for a specific time period. Anyway, Blue says, why so blue? Are you feeling down? Right? And if I'm skipping your comment, sorry.
Yeah, we're having all kinds of
Today's a
problems
bit
today.
of a...
No makeup. I had my glasses I left at the office yesterday. I had no coat.
Yep.
I'm like, whatever. So good. Still going to be a good day.
Let's see. Betsy is here. Matt says, I like your shirt, Miriam.
Thank
Do kids
you.
these days even know what a mixtape is?
I know. Gluten and I don't mix. They probably don't. They probably don't know what a mixtape is.
I don't know.
You made me a mix CD when we were dating.
I made you Miriam's Instant Record Collection, which was 4 CDs.
It was a lot. I don't even know if we have those.
Oh, Jerry says ampersands did work with tagging. Look at that. Huh. Susan says, I have 42 gingerbread.
You're good to go.
Carol says, I saw it in the Instagram, and I think I saw Chris in the video, and wow, you look skinny. For some reason, I thought it said shiny. I'm like, you look shiny.
You look shiny.
Thank you.
Honey, you're shiny.
Shannon says, so glad I stocked up on gingerbread. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. Shannon says, yay for my collection of gingerbread. J-Dog says, I have about 30 gingerbread, so I'm set for a while. I probably have 6 to 8 months of Keto Chow, so I'm kind of set unless FOMO hits again.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any new flavors that we're announcing anytime soon to speak of. Synergy says, I incorrectly figured that if I had mocha Keto Chow, I didn't need chocolate. I ordered a big bag of chocolate yesterday along with salted caramel and assorted singles.
Nice.
Let's see, Mike says, I Googled lemon extract and it looks like it's from Sam's Club. Really?
Oh, cool.
Okay. Carrie says, I know my comments are skipped by default. No.
No, they're not.
Shauna
we
says,
just sometimes miss them.
Yeah.
There's always computer problems, even if you can't see them. Just so you know.
It reminds me of, someone said, home ownership, a constant battle between you and, oh, dang it. What's that word?
I don't know what you're doing. Say. I can't help you.
Entropy is a constant battle between you and entropy.
Okay.
Because your house always wants to revert back to chaos and falling apart and going back to nature.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, that sounds about
right. And computer streaming, so live streaming is a battle between you and technical problems.
It just wants to shut down and turn into a tree.
Sean says, Miriam, you're beautiful inside out.
Thank
Alan's
you.
making a corned beef brisket. Is it actually keto friendly? Absolutely. Unless they put like sugar in there, corned beef should just be some spices and salt. Holly recommended that we freeze those.
I thought about that too, but it was so late I just put them in the fridge.
Yeah. Just because if anything, they got left in the car for a while, that freezing it would help kill anything.
It was a weird day.
It was a weird day. Dennis says, it's just warm
on.
enough to watch this outdoors. I think I'll put my jacket away. How is diving working out for the Bears?
Oh, it's good.
Last night, we did the completely take your mask off, swim around for a while.
It was actually easier for me to do that than just changing the regulator.
Oh, going back and forth between snorkel and the
breathing apparatus?
Snorkel
and just taking the regulator out and putting them back in. I think it's because I have a difficult time. I'm so worried about how much air is left in my lungs that I have to take a breath so I can continue to blow out the bubbles.
Okay.
And I'm worried about having the regulator out and not being able to blow bubbles.
Okay.
So I just, it's a mental thing because I think I can do it just fine.
Okay.
But for some reason, taking off the mask wasn't too scary to me. It was helpful. So what she did, had us do first was she's like, okay, so take your mask off. Now put your face in the water and breathe in and out while we're standing in the shallow end. So it wasn't as scary because we had practiced before. She's like, now everyone underwater, I'm going to take you and I want you to swim around without your mask on. And I'm like, that's different. But now I know I can do it because I literally just did it 5 seconds ago. So I guess I got this.
Yep.
Was I the first one?
No, Sam was first.
Sam's always the first. He's the best.
Joe Ray says, good morning. Virginia wants to know, will gingerbread be back in the winter? We haven't made that. We haven't made that determination, and we haven't made that announcement. Don't expect anything for months on that regard.
That's right.
It was a limited edition, and with limited edition,
but if you like it,
only
let
limited
us know,
availability.
that's helpful.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't want to dissuade you from saying I really liked gingerbread. I think you should bring it back.
I'm going to throw it at Chris because he keeps not giving me what I want. Except that was not.
I gave you exactly what you wanted.
That was black licorice.
Anyway, Carrie says for some reason when I go to the QKK stream, no one sees me. Huh, that's interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Susan says Keto Salt Lake, 28 days.
Yes, that's not very far away.
This is yay for minimal makeup. He says super excited for the low-carb cruise, and after discussing with the warden last night, I think we will be going to KetoCon. It's only 3 hours away.
Nice.
So how can we not?
You should.
Mildred wants a cherry flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, you can mix a cherry like Torani or Da Vinci syrup with vanilla Keto Chow.
Yes. You know what I've
And
been
then it's
thinking
like a
about?
vanilla cherry.
Black cherry.
Black cherry.
Black
See,
cherry is different than cherry.
The problem is we've tried a bunch of cherry flavors and they keep tasting like cough drops.
Black cherry.
I did try black cherry. That was actually the first one.
I didn't like it, apparently.
Yeah. Lisa says, my oldest son has been in town this week for our other son's wedding, and I've been making Keto Chow recipes all week.
Yay.
Pumpkin sausage soup,
I'm
truffles,
glad to
pizza.
visit.
It has reignited him to eat keto. Nice.
Yes.
Let's see. J-Doc says, entropy. That's like a clean room. It always wants to revert to a mess. Right?
Yes.
And Kathy says, I love Miriam's facial expressions. P. Jackson says, what is Keto Salt Lake? Is it just for business owners? Is it an expo? It is a conference for the keto community here in Salt Lake. If you go to ketosaltlake.com, you'll get more information about it along with the speaker list. I can't show you on the desktop because unfortunately
because we're in the weird
we're streaming from my phone
mode.
But yeah, ketosaltlake.com. It's April 15th and 16th.
Yep. We're hosting it. It's here. There's going to be vendors and really cool speakers. It's a lot of fun.
Nisha's not coming, is she?
Nisha's not coming.
You're
Ken's
never
coming.
going to get to see that baby.
I saw the first baby eventually.
Anyway.
We'll just go over
Crazy
to their
Cute.
house and hold the baby. They invited us.
Too Crazy Kyo says corned beef is a brined biscuit, but you can up the flavor by adding pickling spices.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, totally keto. Mary says good morning. And I think if you take corned beef and you desalinate it and then smoke it, you can make pastrami, if I'm not mistaken.
Desalinated.
Yeah, you just soak it in water to get out all of the saline.
But the salt's the best
I know,
part.
but
Can't we just have pastrami with salt in it?
absolutely. He says we made corned beef twice this week in the Instant Pot. After lunch, I plan to head to Aldi to see if they have them on sale. Leanne says, Carrie, I just got skipped. Don't take it personally. I bet this song. Do you think this song is about you? You're so vain.
You're so vain. I like that song.
Let's see. Oh, thank you, Lynette. Posted the link to low-carb events
yes.
with Keto Salt Lake.
Thank you, Lynette.
Perfect. You can't see any of the comments, can you?
No.
Sandy says, what is wrong with magnesium oxide? You started to say something about it the other day. Oh, I finished saying something about it.
Well, we'll say it again.
Yes, we will. I'm going to let you say it, because I always dominate these conversations.
It's okay.
Okay, fine. The problem with magnesium oxide is, elemental magnesium, your body can't absorb it. It just can't.
Yep.
So it needs to be coupled with something. Now, magnesium coupled with oxygen is a very tight bond. It is nearly impossible for the human body to break that and use the magnesium. It's a lot better if it's coupled with chloride, an amino acid like glycine or malate. You can also couple it with citric acid to make magnesium citrate, but that tends to make you want to go to the bathroom.
Yep. So
Actually,
if you need to go to the bathroom, take that.
Magnesium citrate is used as a laxative. But magnesium oxide, now from a manufacturing perspective, it's cool because you put in a little magnesium oxide and like half of it is pure magnesium. So it shows up on a nutritional assay as a lot of magnesium. So you can put on your label, yo dog, we've got a lot of magnesium. We've got 400 milligrams. And we only had to put in, say, 800 milligrams of magnesium oxide. And it's super cheap because you mine it out of the ground. It's great. Except of that 400 milligrams, a human can only absorb like maybe 10. Whereas from like magnesium malate, magnesium chloride, magnesium glycinate, magnesium, all those other magnesiums, you can absorb anywhere from between 60 and like 80%. We really like the magnesium drops, which are in solution, ionic magnesium chloride, very easy to absorb, as opposed to magnesium oxide. And if you're ever looking at something that claims to have a lot of magnesium, and you flip it around and look at the ingredients, and it says magnesium oxide, you can be reasonably assured that whoever put together that product doesn't know about magnesium or just doesn't care, and their main concern was cutting costs and just getting magnesium on the label. Because if they cared about actual functionality of magnesium, they would not use a magnesium oxide. So, there you go.
There you go.
Yay! Virginia says, I really like gingerbread. Nice. Dorothy says, I refreshed, now you're here.
Yay.
Yes, we are. We were having some major technical difficulties.
Yeah.
That's why we're on my phone.
It's been kind of a weird morning.
Yeah, Kendra says, I love gingerbread. Rick says, I stocked up on gingerbread. Had to limit till if or when it comes back. Jory says, is there info on the keto meetup on Thursday before Keto Salt Lake? So if you go to meetup.com and you search for Keto Utah or Keto Salt Lake, there is information about the meetup beforehand. Again, I would put the link in here, but I can't. Maybe Lynette will grab it. But yeah, there's a meetup entry for Keto Salt Lake and a meetup for the
It's
the
at Keto Chow at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And then we'll have food, and you don't have to eat, but you can if you want to.
Let's see. Shauna says, I imagine a giant whiteboard in the Keto Chow warehouse with tick marks by all the flavors for when people say, well, I like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we kind of have that. It's a spreadsheet.
John says, if the cruise goes by Roatan, I recommend scuba diving there. We're actually going to the Bahamas, and we're not going to be doing scuba diving because of all of our children who wanted to do scuba diving, only one could actually equalize their ears.
Yes. So instead of ditching them and scuba diving,
we're going to do snorkeling.
We're just going to snorkel with them, and that'll be
really fun. Mary says, you got me hooked on Keto Chow with the gingerbread.
Yeah.
Mike says, limited editions are limited, and he wants blueberry.
They are.
Meg says, I love blueberry. Definitely bring it back. Jerry says, you might need to find another flavor company to get new flavors going.
Yeah.
Blue says, citrate is more moving to the bowels, that is.
Right?
Visual Kyo says, wild cherry Jordan skinny syrup is great, especially in chocolate chow.
Thank you for letting us know.
Christy says, I converted 2 family members to keto in the last couple of weeks, and they're both considering ordering Keto
That's
Chow.
so awesome. Thank you.
Lotus Blossom says hi from Florida.
Hi.
Two Crazy Keto says, 25 days till Keto Salt Lake.
Yes.
Sky says, so perhaps an answer to no gingerbread is to buy a bag of the Keto Chow base or vanilla and add gingerbread Da Vinci flavor. That would probably do it. I would actually do the vanilla.
Yeah, it's way easier. Or you could do snickerdoodle.
Shannon says,
has, like, the spicy.
Where do you find info on the keto cruise? So lowcarbcruiseinfo.com takes you directly there. Or if you go to lowcarbevents.com, that's just a big listing of all of the low-carb things that we know of.
Yeah.
Just in one place. That's kind of the easier way to do it. Alan says, wanted to let people know who may have sleep apnea, you really should get checked and get put on a CPAP machine. I just got put on one 2 weeks ago. My weight loss accelerated greatly.
Because you're getting oxygen?
And you're getting proper sleep.
Yes. We've been focusing a lot on sleep at our house and trying to get to bed at a good time. Some things are preventing that, like the scuba class was till 10, and then we had a concert at the high school we couldn't change, and that was late.
They should have changed it for us.
Yeah, what the heck? Don't they know we want to sleep? But anyway, if we're doing well at trying to go to bed early on the other nights, it's a lot helpful. So.
Yep. John says, I didn't desalinate the corned beef to make pastrami. It turned out great.
Yeah.
He says, won't the berries be attending Keopalooza? I believe so. Let's see. I'm going to skip a little bit just because
if they come to Keopalooza, I will take that.
Yeah, just because I have some stuff I need to get done.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Shauna, let's see. Oh, that was Christy talking to Shauna. Let's see. Alice has been doing 2 keto shot 2 times a day plus 1 keto meal at night, which usually consists of just 1 meat, and effortlessly lost 15 pounds.
Yes.
Also use the daily minerals.
You're so amazing. You're so awesome.
Should have said chow, not shot. Keto
That's okay.
chow.
We got it.
Okay, there you go. But Susan, my brain just clicked. Milk and magnesium. Duh. Yep.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, Betsy says, I'm excited to try Perfect Keto's sleep stuff. I actually haven't looked into that to see what version of magnesium they're using.
Yeah, I remember.
I think it's probably malate or something. It's collagen mixed with a magnesium supplement, which you can do magnesium mixed with collagen if you want.
Yep.
Exchange Student says, will you have a separate video today to reveal yesterday's winners? We'll probably be contacting them directly, and I think we'll do a social media post And we might talk about it tomorrow on the live stream.
Yes, sorry we're not ready today. We just want to make sure we get all the accurate information.
Yeah. Blaine says, nerd.
Nerd.
Synergy says, thanks for explaining about magnesium. Often, it's so important. I don't mind answering the same questions over and over again.
Unless you're our kids, and then he does.
I still bite my tongue. And if it's something that's important to someone, I try. This is a complete departure from the way I used to do it. If it's important enough for someone to ask, and it's not just because they're lazy and don't want to look it up, but they're interested in it, then I want to tell them.
That's right. You could be the lucky one of 10,000 today.
Teresa says, I have friends that will not eat sucralose, so they won't eat Keto Chow. You know, we have 5 options that don't have sucralose. We have the natural strawberry, all 4 of the savory flavors, and the base powder. None of those have sucralose in it. And the question is, why don't they like sucralose? And it's probably because they are operating on hearsay and incorrect data. They might be confusing it with Splenda, which has a lot of maltodextrin. If you Google Keto Chow sucralose, you'll find the page that goes into some rather exhaustive details about sucralose and why we use it on Keto Chow. Let's see. Visual Keto says, of course it's a weird day. Weird people like me were born today. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Visual Keto. I can't remember what your name is. Sorry. Happy birthday to you.
I couldn't remember whose name you said, and I couldn't see the comment.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Oh, Joe put a link to the Salt Lake meetup.
Oh, thank you.
Randy says CPAP, no more migraines. Wow. Blaine says, I love my CPAP.
Wow.
I wouldn't take for it. Do without it.
Yeah,
anyway.
do without it.
John says,
I'm glad that it helps
off
you.
of Puerto Rico's national underwater park going through the coral reefs. Wow, that would be cool.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Kent says, I placed my first order a few days ago. Should arrive today. I ordered the essentials along with a few extra flavors. What flavor is best to start with, and which preparation method is best to start with?
So I like to recommend starting with the flavor you think you'll like the least first, because you might be surprised.
Yep.
And then what's really easy to do is just do a quarter cup of...
Half a cup
of heavy cream, and
if you don't want to
20
compute your calories and how much
just to
use,
taste it.
There's usually a 4-ounce line on all the shaker bottles, and that's a good way to start. You may need less.
Yep, or more.
Putting in a half cup will give you about 530 calories per meal.
So it's a good way to taste. And then you want to figure out what you want to do. Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad you're here.
Yep. Synergy says, I'm working on getting more sleep too. Eating healthy isn't enough for me to lose weight. It takes good sleep, and I'm seeing proof of that now.
And stress management. That's a big deal.
Yep. Jari says, I ordered Irish cream yesterday. Had to call because I used Apple Pay and couldn't enter the coupon code. Got to chat with Lynette, though. That was cool.
I know. Wasn't that the best? I love Lynette.
Mike says, end sucralose hate. Let's see. Oh, Exchange Student says, Perfect Keto is using mag citrate.
Okay, there we go.
That's interesting. Great. Thank you for looking that up. Wayne says, Chris, you are responsible for me changing my mind about sucralose. Wouldn't take for... It means it cannot be brought from me. Guess that's a Texas Panhandle phrase. Oh, okay. That's why. There you go. Teresa says, I'll look up the sucralose info. Thanks. Dr. Davis says it messed up gut biome. That's the thing. I don't want to get too much into it. They did a study where they gave rats, humans aren't rats, way too much sucralose, and it changed their gut biome. To get the equivalent amount of sucralose, you would have to eat almost 80 servings of Keto Chow in a day.
So if you give somebody too much of anything, I think it's probably not very good.
It probably will have to cause problems. Yeah. Anyway, so it talks about that on that page as well. Michael says, how long has Keto Chow been in business? Since 2015.
Yeah.
Orrin Dorothy says, going keto has pretty much eliminated my migraines and any illnesses so far.
I'm
Anyway,
so
I'm 72 and no medications.
Yes, Dorothy, you're killing it.
Alan says, would like to tell people if they're not well educated in sleep apnea, that if they have scalloped edges on their tongue, there's a very high probability that they have sleep apnea. Wow.
Oh, cool.
Latasha says, just go vegan. No, that'd be a kind of a dumb thing to do.
You can do keto vegetarian, though.
You can.
I think you just have to be really careful to
Yep.
make sure that you get the nutrients and the proper foods.
Was it,
It's
I
difficult to
think
do.
it was Dr. Barry. No, who was it? It was Diet Doctor. DietDoctor.com has a YouTube video that was posted yesterday
Okay.
that a plant-based diet is nutritionally deficient. I'll allow I'll allow them to cover that subject
Okay.
more in depth.
Yep.
Anyway, we need to go.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining us despite the problems that we had with the stream.
Yes.
And you all have a fantastic